Shabbat Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, all powers, all glory, and all honors unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kwadash. Double honors, double praises as well to the elect, to the 144,000 elect men and hopeful elect men that are scattered across the four corners of the earth, from the 12 tribes of Israel, or 12 tribes of Yashral, starting from Judah, Benjamin, Levi, to Issachar, and to the elders and apostles and bishops and brothers of the great millstone who teach and rule well, and to the sincere Al-Kiam and Al-Quath and new believers that are tuning in to this lesson, I say Shabbat Shalom. So, in today's lesson, will be regarding Jacob's trouble. It's not only, I'll correct myself with that, not only for Jacob or Israel. It's for all nations. And I have two precepts regarding towards this topic. And the first one will be Obadiah 1:15 in NLT. The day is near when I, the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yeshai, will judge all godless nations, as you have done to Israel. So it will be done to you. All your evil deeds will fall back on your own heads. So Jacob's trouble is not only going to be for the nation Israel. Matter of fact, it's going to be for all nations as well. So to you other nations, you don't get a pass for what you have done. And really, we all need to be judged for all of our iniquities, and nobody is really innocent. And that goes into Job 4:7 in AMP. We'll go to that. Bear with me. I have it enabled on here. So yeah, Job 4:7. So remember, now, who, being innocent, ever perished, or where, and in what circumstances were upright in right standing with Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yeshai, destroyed. And we'll go into KJV. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished, being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off. Right. So all you nations need to be punished as well. You nations have joined hand in hand along with Esau, putting us into slavery, oppressing us, using us to flourish, and even wanted to destroy us. Right? You can even go into Psalms 83, 2 and 4. And we'll get an AMP as well. We'll go for the KJV first. So verse 2, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against the hidden ones. And verse 4, they have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. So we'll read to the P. For behold, your enemies are in tumult, and those who hate you have raised their heads in hatred of you. They concoct crafty schemes against your people, and to conspire together against your hidden and precious ones. They have said, come, let us wipe them out as a nation. Let the name of Israel be remembered no more. Right? So you nations didn't even had one bit to help us, to help the nation Israel. You see, you had your chance to help us, but you used the nation Israel, right? Who are the so-called African Americans, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, for your own gain. Oppressed us, or tried to control us as well, and even profiting from us, rather than helping us out of genuine care, right? So when that time comes for Jacob's trouble to happen, you 2/3, along with these other nations, deserve what's coming, right? To you all, right? All of you are going to be punished by the Lord Yahweh Shemishai. You can't escape from that. And after the destruction of Babylon the Great, prepare for slavery, right? And keep that in mind. The 2/3 of the nation of Israel will not be subject to slavery. They will be good in the kingdom, treated well, right? But for all you nations, you shall serve us, especially Esau, Edom. You'll be put into hardcore slavery for what you've done through the years. And your tab of sins, you and your nations, their sins are just keep on piling up. So remember, the Lord Yahweh Shemishai sees you other nations as bit. And you can even go into 2nd Ezra 6 and 56 in the GNT. We'll go to that. 6 and 56. So you said that in spite of great numbers, all the other nations descended from Adam are nothing, with no more than a drop of water. No more than spit. So that goes to show that the Lord Yahweh Shemishai doesn't give a single care for you other nations. He only cares for the nation Israel, right? The Lord looks at the nation Israel as his precious gem. And in the end, the nation of Israel will get all the glory, courtesy from our Lord and power Yahweh Shemishai. Call halal Yahweh Shemishai for that. So in Isaiah 13:11 in the KJV, and I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and it will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. And when you go into Revelations 18:5, we'll get to that. So, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh Hashem Yeshai remembered her iniquities. And we'll read it here. Let's check it out in NLT as well. So, for her sins are piled as high as heaven, and Yahweh Hashem Yeshai remembers her evil deeds. Right? So, the Lord Yahweh Shemishai knows what we've been doing all these years, right? And he got his angels watching over us, even to these other nations. And people don't want to repent, especially the 2/3 in other nations. And that goes to show you really can't hide anything from the Lord at all, right? So what I would say to you 2/3, if you're 2/3, if you're tuning into this lesson, is just to repent and turn back to the Lord Yahweh Shemishai before it's too late. And Salakia for that background noise, right? Because if you keep on building up that tab, the Lord Yahweh Shemishai he's gonna show no mercy upon you on the day of judgment. And as for these other nations, they can't repent or seek mercy and forgiveness. It was only given to the nation Israel. And once again, who are the so-called African Americans, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and speckled birds out there that are scattered across the four corners of the earth. Right? So, tell me this: does to you Christians and those who don't believe in that foolish name JC, right? Does God really love everybody? Do you guys read the Bible properly, right? Right. So you other nations, you will be judged for your wickedness that you have done over the years, especially what you've done to the nation Israel, right? Hey, even the prophets that you mocked and scoffed at as well, you're going to regret what you have said and reap what you sow. You're done, and you will have to face the consequences for that. And again, you can't repent, and you already marked yourself for judgment. And I shake my head every time, like at camp, when people laugh and mock and scoff at us privily, right? Really, you really shouldn't be talking crap, and pardon my language for that, and just kept moving on your daily lives, right? And like I mentioned, in all my lessons, judgment is near. Man, the Lord, Yahweh Shai, can't wait for that day to happen. You're gonna see His wrath and anger like never before, right? Never before you've seen, and He's gonna send His Son, only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, to execute that judgment, along with the multitude of chariots and angels He's coming along with. And man, what a sight to see. And really, I can't wait for that day to happen. So that's it for the lesson. Razazah, pray that you were edified. And hope and like to close out by giving all praises, powers, glory, and all honors unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kwadash. Double honors, double praises as well to the elect, to the 144,000 elect men and hopeful elect men that are scattered across the four corners of the earth, and to the elders and apostles and bishops and brothers of the great millstone who teach and rule well, and to the sincere Akim and Alkoath that abide by the truth and live by the truth. So, close out by saying Shemai, Yashallah, Yahweh, Allahina, Yahweh, Akkad, Shemai, Yashallah, Yahweh, Allahina, Yahweh, Akkad, Shemai, Yashallah, Yahweh, Allahina, Yahweh, Akkad, and the Bad Babal, Qom, Yashallah, and Shabbat Shalom. To the next prayer, or listen. Shalom, Avkim, Shalom.